Okay, I'm going to start on the spark plug end caps here. So, first thing I did is I put in some 1/8 inch brass stock. I'll pick up the end, set my indicator to 0, and take 40 thou on this first cut here and just see where I'm at. Okay. 100. And I'm going to go 150. Actually, 170. I'll go 170 to allow for the little tool I'm using to part it off with. Alright, so we have 103, and I think I wanted to go to, I want to go to 95, 103, so that's 8 thousandths to go. I'm going to set my dials here. Okay, move in 8 thou. I'm feeding in and out both. So small. Okay, looks like I got exactly a couple thou to go. So apparently I didn't move it in 8. Oh, the handle fell down and moved 2 thou. Imagine that. The only reason I want to make sure I hold it at 95 is I got a little soldering board that I'm using to solder these. I plug the end into a board so that it'll hold it for me to solder it. And that's the only reason I want to hold 95. Otherwise, it wouldn't really matter a whole lot. Just something that would look right. All right. First thing to do is take the little center drill, and I think I got a smaller one. Okay, I got a little tiny center drill. The double aught, I believe, is what the size is. Move in here. And just start the center drill. That's enough. All I want is just a little tiny spot. Now, I'm going to load my finger chuck into my drill chuck and move that in there. I'll tell you, this little finger chuck works nice. I think they're right around $70, I think I paid 70 or 80, but it was worth it. It does work nice. Alright, put a little Molly D on there. I really like Molly D for small tools and tapping. Okay, I'm in just about all the way through. I really haven't been putting them all the way through. Good enough. And then put the little rib on it, or undercut, And I just been eyeballing that to the center. It's just for look, so it's really not going to be functional. And then my little part off tool. So now I touch, and that's 35 thousandths wide. So if I go over 170, should be about what I want. There the little bugger it is. And now we'll go over to the bench and solder this. Okay, here we are at the soldering at the bench. We're going to solder this in. And what I do is I've drilled a little hole right here. There was this black mark. I drill a hole so that my little spark plug cap end will fit right down in it. That way it's held in position for me. It's held there so that I can put the wire in it. I've got flux here, and what I do is I take a piece of wire here, get a little flux on it, try to work it down into the hole a little bit. Want some flux down in that hole that we drilled. Okay. Then I got my little tiny torch here. I'll light that up. Okay. And we got the solder here. And I just take and heat it up, and I just touch the solder to it. Just enough to come on. Put some heat in there. Be a little stubborn. There we go. Alright, now I just sit and let it cool down a little bit. Once it's cooled down, okay, so there it is, soldered onto the wire. And what I've been doing is taking a spark plug insulator and just slipping it over the wire. Slipping it over the wire like that. That way I can just take and cut it off real close, and then I just finish grind it to the length I need. So I just take and snip it off. And take and snip it off. Now I snipped it off long, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over on my carbide grinder and grind it back a little ways to where I need it. Okay, so I've ground it back, and if I get a little too much solder on there, they kind of poke out, and they don't sit flush onto the plug. So what I've been doing is taking a drill and basically countersinking this hole on this end, big enough for, just by hand, just spin it around a few times on the top. Get a nice little chamfer. It'd be 118 degrees, that drill is. And then that way, when I put this in here, a solder will go down into that and it'll sit flush. It'll sit nice and flush. You won't notice the solder on it. Yeah. Okay, just like that. I need to grind just a little bit more off of it, and then when I get it to the right length, I just pull it out about 3/4 of the way, put a couple drops of super glue on it, shove it in place, and let it sit, and that part is done then.